All right. Feeney Talks with Friends, episode 115.
Woo,
Yes.
115.
Here with my good friend Victor. How you doing, Victor?
I'm very well. Just got off a nice long shift.
Nice. We'll get into that. My name is Eric Feeney, founder and president of Friends of Feeney. Our mission is to help children and families that need assistance after heartbreak or tragedy. And I use this podcast, Feeney Talks with Friends, and I talk to wonderful people in the community that are doing great things. And welcome and congratulations and thank you for everything that you're doing in the West Hartford community.
Appreciate that. I appreciate that.
You're with NBT Bank.
Yes, National Bank and Trust. So N is in Nancy, B is in boy, T is in Tom. So I'm the branch manager for the West Hartford branch.
Nice.
Yes.
Well, let's get right into it. We have sponsors. We're here at Maximum Beverage. Thank you, Maximum Beverage. Our friend Matt Whitney. We collaborate on multiple events. We're going to be the beneficiary of their Whiskey Fest coming up. So thank you, Maximum Beverage. Thank you, Dave and Stefania at Direct Line Media. Again, this is podcast 115. We have Golf Law Group, Keating Agency Insurance, The Fix IV, Parkville Market, Luna Pizza, and so many more sponsors. And we also have West Hartford Lock. So with that being said, West Hartford Lock, what are 3 keys that make you a great branch manager?
3 keys that make me a great branch manager. I would say that my ability to connect with my staff, it's really vital to be able to talk with people and to be able to find out what really works for them, as opposed to just putting on, buffers or trying to figure out, I really open it up to my team. I tell them all the time, I don't care if you want to be, the next best janitor in NBT. Let's work on a plan to get you there. So coaching them, training them, and having a strong core of beliefs. NBT has a great core structure, great culture, and we follow that to the T. And part of our culture is community involvement. And we get out there being involved in the community. That's also a big pillar of what makes me a great branch manager. Mm-hmm. Is just spreading the love and being out there and introducing myself and, representing NBT and everything that we have to offer. And third one would probably be, I would say integrity is big for me. Mm-hmm. Being honest with your clients, being honest with your staff, being honest with your customers, telling them exactly, not necessarily what would make them feel better, but tell them what it is, the exact thing. So if someone comes in looking for a loan or is looking for a credit card, let's talk about debt consolidation. Let's work on how we can better suit your needs, as opposed to trying to check a box and trying to get a sale. So we don't do product dumping on our clients or customers. We don't do that. We look at someone's full financial picture, and that makes us very effective. Because again, it's all about building that trust, that relationship, and being ethical and being honest with them and saying, hey, this is what we can offer you, X, Y, and Z, and then have them decide on what path they want to move forward and what's best for their financial future.
Yeah, building strong relationships and
Correct.
Rapport.
Correct.
Honesty and integrity. That's awesome. Yeah, great job. Yeah. And I see that you definitely present that very well.
Yes.
And thank you so much. What is the daily operation for, say you're talking to a 3rd grader. I'm a 3rd grade teacher. You're talking to a 3rd grade teacher. Hey,
you're the biggest 3rd grader I've ever seen in my life.
Hey, Mr. Victor, what does a branch manager do?
So we do a lot. We kind of set the tone for the branch and set the goals and strategy and how to move forward. And that has a lot to do with our community involved with. That's a big arm of it. And again, I want to grow my people and coach them on the paths that they want for themselves. And so what I do is I'm a coach, and I tell people all the time, I'm a salesman who never sells anything. I don't sell anything to anybody. I give them financial solutions to their existing problems. So I'm a problem solver. So there's a lot of that in time management. And you saw my book earlier. I have a whole written out plan that I have 3 months in advance of what I'm going to do, where I'm going to be, and everything. So that's.
No, you definitely looked very planned and prepared. So that's key. That's like a lesson plan for a good teacher.
Yes.
Your daily plans.
100%.
12 o'clock lunch, 1 o'clock math.
And recess. We do a lot of recess. So You're a 3rd grader. Enjoy your youth and have fun at recess.
Yep. I get recess once a week,
yes.
So I do recess duty. I do chin-ups on the play scale.
Oh, I'm sure the kids love that.
Yep. I usually start the year doing around 3 or 4.
Yeah.
I end the year like 11 or 12, you know, getting up there.
Yeah, I got to get back to the gym. Yeah.
How is NBT Bank going?
It's going great. Our involvement in the community and our welcoming of the community and being involved with the chamber. I just got on the board of the Rotary Club, which is an awesome honor. And just getting out there. And it's just been such a blast to have such a welcoming community as West Hartford. West Hartford is one of the most welcoming communities I've ever been involved with. They just flew open the doors for me. And, you know, I was recently awarded the Young Professional of the Year by the Chamber of Commerce, and I was just happy they called me young and they considered me young. So, but honestly, it's a group effort because a lot of what I'm doing or able to do, I couldn't do it without the backing of my team and the effectiveness of my team. My team, when I'm out in the community and I'm doing this event, meeting with business owners and shaking hands and everything, my team is in my office doing a lot of the work with, you know, day-to-day transactions, you know, actually opening the accounts and ensuring and giving people unparalleled customer service experience. And our survey speaks for themselves. They do really well with our customers. So,
very nice, very nice. Yeah. So I think you came to town January or February?
January.
Yep.
So I was here probably a week longer than the branch been open. So it was just, it's nice because it's like almost like my baby. Like I see it's growing. We started putting pictures on the wall, so it's like the paint's dried. So it's kind of just like a new home for us, which is really nice.
Very good. How was the 8 months? Can you say, you know, month 1 we were here, month 8 can you hear it? Compare and contrast your growth and progress?
So we started out with not a lot of traction. People were still figuring out that we were actually in that location, and slowly, oh my gosh, can't talk. Slowly but surely, people started to come to us because we have that open parking lot with you don't have to pay for parking. We have a drive-up ATM, and so the convenience of us has been very, very helpful. And sitting down one-on-one with business owners and learning about their business and actually asking those questions. And most of the time I meet with business owners, I let them speak 90% of the time. And I ask them too, you know, where's your location? Can I come visit you? Can I come see you? I want to see what you have grown. And then I get invited and I see their businesses and just empathize with them and say, this is amazing. You started this business from nothing. But to go back to your questions, yes, we started out slow. We're starting to build momentum now over the course of the 8 months that we've been open. And it's been, again, really receptive from the community aspect of it. We have a lot of community members that are starting to bank with us, starting to move their accounts over. And they're just, it's been great. It's been great.
I have this little printout. You recognize this printout?
What is this? Yes.
NBT Bank celebrates our new
branch
West
location.
Hartford branch.
Yes, that's our ribbon cutting. And thank you. And you were there too, representing.
I highlighted some key parts.
Awesome.
So, you know, first Victor was named the branch manager. You have 12 years of banking experience and management experience.
12 years of management experience, but I only been in banking, believe it or not, for 5 years. So,
wow.
Yeah, but I have had experience in, you know, assistant managers and things like that, managing.
And then you got your master's in business administration at Albertus Magnus in New Haven.
Yep.
And then you got a bachelor's degree from Southern Connecticut State University. So do I.
Yes. Awesome.
Let's go.
Oh, we got a lot of connections.
Too much in common.
Yeah.
I think we're brothers.
Yeah, I think so.
Step brothers.
I have a twin, so you could be my third triplet.
Yeah.
But taller version, I think.
I love it.
And better looking, of course.
We'll get into twins in a little bit. Twins.
But actually, believe it or not, I was actually, in my undergrad, I was a physics major at Southern.
Oh, wow.
And I got a BS in physics, so yes.
That's interesting. Now, how does a physics degree help be a branch manager?
So I love that you asked me. I'm very analytical. I love my notes, and I love drawing pictures all over my stuff. So that has helped me. And being a numbers person, and we can get into it a little bit later, but I had dyslexia, and so does my twin brother. And that was a struggle growing up, having dyslexia and not being able to read. Taking us, twice or 3 times as long to read one little thing. So, so numbers was always where my strength was. So
that's very cool. No, you Why I bring this up? Because at your ribbon cutting, you also presented a financial contribution to 2 local nonprofits.
Yes.
Any
yes.
guesses on who those 2 nonprofits are?
I'm thinking some podcaster, some important person in the community.
We're very honored and thankful and that you helped out the West Hartford Food Pantry, the town that cares.
Yes,
And
yes.
Friends of Feeney. So
Yes, of course.
that truly meant a lot to our nonprofit.
Yes,
I
yes.
want to thank you. I want to thank Andreas.
Andreas, definitely.
We'll call him Andreas K.
Andreas K. Yep. And of course, Deb Oakcliffe, who's my territory manager. She's been such an instrumental mentor for me directly. She's been showing me a lot of different ways of managing, and it's just been such an honor to work with
Who's Deb?
Andreas. And
Is she in the picture?
she
Front and
yes.
center, is that her?
Actually, yes, she's in the plaid jacket. Right
Oh,
there.
Deb.
Yeah, Deb. Yep.
All right, you brought up Deb. So, our motto, be a good friend, pick up trash, hold the door, give a compliment, be charitable. What makes Deb a good friend?
Deb is a great friend because, again, she takes the time. And I actually, I spoke about this with her in private, but I said to her, you do pat me on the back, which is great. But then she gives me a chance to kind of really think about the choices I made, and not so much always at attaboy, good job. She says, okay, let's analyze this. Let's think about this. And to me, a good leader does that.
Nice.
It's not just always, you did this bad, you did this good, you did this bad, you did this good. She's really the one that will walk you through each decision you make. And it's such a blessing to have someone like that in your corner that just supports you and actually walks you through
And
your
allows you to
decisions.
reflect.
It allows me to reflect and allows me to look at my decisions. And I mean, I can't even tell you how many times I went to her, with my eyes bald and big, and she's just like, whoa, Victor, slow down now. let's think about this, which is good. I love that type of leadership style. It just fits me very well.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Well, Deb, thank you for being a good friend. I don't think I've ever interacted with Deb.
Yeah, she's great. Next time she's around, I'll definitely introduce you.
And what's her role?
So she's a territory manager for New
Territory
England.
manager. Gotcha.
Yeah. So she oversees all of the market managers. So she's above the market managers. And since we're moving into Connecticut and we're such a new market, we have about 6 branches or so currently in obviously here in West Hartford, Glastonbury, and then we have a bunch of branches in the Litchfield County area because we purchased Salisbury Bank last year.
Oh, wow.
And so we acquisitioned them, and now we are looking obviously to expand more into Connecticut. So we currently do not have a market manager just because our market's just so new and it's growing. So she oversees all of Connecticut, which is nice.
Do you want to share an address or an email or a phone number, contact information for our listeners if they want to open up an account?
Yeah,
at NBT Bank?
definitely. Yeah, you can reach me at 860-805-3195. You can actually text me. That's actually my personal number. Probably going to get a lot of trouble with my wife, but go ahead and text me. You want to open an account. Again, my number is 860-805-3195. And then I have my email address, which is victor.gonzalez@nbtbank.com. And Gonzalez spelt with a Z, so Gonzalez.
And the address of NBT Bank?
Yes, we're right on 68 South Main Street, so we're right across the street from Town Hall and the police station. So we occupy that nice little corner space right there.
Yeah.
A very beautiful location for us.
Definitely good parking.
Yes, great free parking too. Free parking, drive up ATM.
If it's free, it's for me.
Yeah, and my staff are good friends. They're very sweet people, and you met them, you interact with them. My team are just really nice, genuine people.
Well, we congratulate NBT Bank on their new West Hartford location and thank them for this generous donation, said Friends of Feeney President Eric Feeney. As a nonprofit dedicated to supporting children and families who need assistance after heartbreak or tragedy, the support of a local business is critical to achieving our mission through raising funds and building a strong network of connections. We look forward to continued collaboration and both work to serve the local community. I wrote that. Right, Matt? Friends of Feeney, led by, this is more, I wrote this part, second grade teacher. Oh, I'm a third grade teacher. I taught second grade for 2 years, but maybe when this came out.
Sorry,
It's a nonprofit organization that provides assistance to families that have heartbreak or tragedy. Said that at the beginning of the show. Originating from the losses of 2 fathers, Feeney and his team organized fundraisers to events to immediate support. Over time, the mission evolved to encompass broader initiatives, including sponsoring opportunities for children and fundraising for local community organizations. Through the work, Friends of Feeney aims to instill values of compassion and giving back, serving as a beacon of support for their community. This is beautiful. Thank you, NBT. No, it was a great collaboration.
Yeah,
I'm glad
for
you're
sure.
here. I'm
Yeah,
glad
yeah.
to thank you in person. I thanked you a bunch of
Yeah,
times. We
you
just
did.
opened up an account.
Yes, you did. Thank
So
you for
Friends
that.
of Feeney is
Thank
now
you for that. A customer.
a customer,
Client, customer,
friend, customer,
everything.
beneficiary.
Yep. So I was thinking too, when I first started in West Hartford, my very first event that I ever went to was, and I met you. It was in January. It was an after-hours event for the chamber that the
Yep.
chamber threw on. I met you.
Excel
and then,
Fitness.
Yeah,
Yes.
Excel Fitness. Yep. And I remember as soon as I got back, I was like, these people are awesome. They have such a great story. And I got your oval card,
Yep.
which I found out that was the way you guys were winning all of the
Yep.
all of the card what was it, card raffles when we suck it in. Yep. You stick it,
business card raffle.
yeah,
Goldfish.
business, yeah,
The Goldfish Bowl
yep,
raffle.
Yep.
Someone picks it up.
Pick it
3
up.
months in a row.
Yeah,
either
3 months in a row you guys won it. And I swear it's because that oval shape of your card.
Matt, Jen, and myself have won 3 in a row. I won
Yeah.
that day,
Yeah,
but yeah.
that's great.
So
That's great.
it's got his brand and it has other benefits, you know.
Yeah.
It stands out, but
Yep.
it also gets picked in the fishbowl at chamber events. No,
That's
the
good.
chamber's great.
Yeah, yeah.
Congratulations, young professional.
Yes, thank you.
That was awesome. I was
Yeah.
there,
Mhm.
so proud to know you. I was like, Victor.
I
I know
think
him.
I heard you in the back too.
Friends of Feeney won best nonprofit. I think in 2020 during COVID.
That's awesome. Yeah.
No, the chamber's great.
Congratulations.
Isn't the chamber helped catapult our organization?
Right.
Definitely helped network in West Hartford and build community connections. I would never have connected with Dave,
Yeah,
Direct
yeah.
Line Media, without the chamber.
Great.
The chamber's great. Chris Conway, awesome.
Yeah, they're
Katie,
really good people.
awesome.
Yeah, very, very, and they care about small businesses and
Yep.
nonprofits.
They were on episode 100. They're big into trivia, so
Oh yes.
I had them, West Hartford Chamber against the Park Road Association
Oh man.
on West Hartford Community.
Oh, I would have loved
By
to see that.
Dr. Tracy Wilson was our game show host. And she's the town historian, so
Yeah.
it's really cool.
That's really cool.
They battled it out. I think the chamber came out victorious.
Yeah, that's great.
Chris Conway, and then we had our guest was Frank Whaley, who's an actor, and he's in Pulp Fiction, Field of Dreams, and multiple
Okay,
movies. And Chris was like he loves movies and history and trivia, so it was pretty good.
Yeah, that's great. That's great.
Good peeps. What if I wanted to diversify my bonds?
Don't ask me about that, man. Don't. I'll direct you to my wealth management department for that.
Don't forget to diversify your bonds. That's from another something else. Oh, Tunxus. I also want to thank you. You are a executive hole sponsor at our upcoming golf event
Yes.
on September 14th.
Yes, I'm very excited about that.
September
Yes.
14th at Tunxus. Sign up. There's only a couple more foursomes. We're looking for another hole-in-one sponsor, right? We need one more hole-in-one sponsor. There are 4 specialty holes. Longest drive is going to be King of Dings. Closest to the pin, Lions Auto. Another longest drive, School of Rock. $10,000 hole-in-one, King of Dings. Pin flag. So on the pins, there's going to be a flag, King of Dings. Amazon's our presenting sponsor. So you're going to get an exclusive hole, NBT Bank, thank you.
Oh, that's
TSKP
great. That's
Studio, exclusive machine.
Great. Yep.
And then we got some regular T signs, People's Bank, Flow Tech, Anthony's Abatement is a big time. High Meadow Day Camp, great people over there. So thank you for your sponsors.
Yes,
Fuchs
of course.
Financial
Yep.
just signed in to be the closest to the pin. So Ben Fuchs, friend of Fuchs, good guy. So please sign
It's
up. Are
great.
you going to volunteer and hang out that day? You're going to come by at least?
Yeah, I'm definitely going to come by. That you guys do such great work in the community, and I can't applaud your mission and what you guys do. It's just an amazing cause, and it's nice when you have an organization that you can donate to, that you give to, that you believe in. It's just so refreshing. I love that. And we're intentional about our sponsorship dollars. We want to sponsor things that we believe in, that's in line with our culture, that's in line with our values, and yeah. And Friends of Feeney, of course, you guys have a great organization here, so an awesome team that you work with too.
Thank you.
Except for Matt, that guy Matt, I don't know about him.
He's a little out of there. So, yeah, we talked about your role at the bank, how the branch is doing. your philosophy, and you're a team leader.
Yes,
You know,
yes.
and Deb, Deb reminds me of a principal that I would work for, and and just motivate you, help you reflect.
Yep.
Not tell you so much of what the mistakes you would or what you could have done different.
Right.
But have that conversation and be
Correct.
an effective collaborator.
Yeah,
That sounds great.
100%.
Good job, Deb. How's the market?
The market's tricky. People keep speaking about that big old scary R word, the very big scary R word. But honestly, it's I tell people, we're a community bank. We want to see you thrive, and we can work through any type of woes or anything you're trying to accomplish, anything you're trying to prevent, to protect yourself, protect your business, and we can sit down and talk to you about a lot of stuff. So and I want to look at your full financial picture. I'm not just looking at one aspect of your life. I want to see the full picture. What keeps you up at night? What bothers you? And honestly, your life's in your control. You can only control so much. So
Yeah. And what's the number one tip to keeping your customers happy?
Being honest and being open with them and being transparent 100%. Tell them exactly what they're getting into, and suiting a product that's best for them and not so much what's best for your bottom line. And I believe in that so strongly. I want, if someone comes in with 10 credit cards, again, why would they need an 11th credit card? Let's talk about debt consolidation instead. Let's try to find ways to save you money and what's going to work best for you. We're not going to look at what's, something that may be best for Eric may not be best for, maybe better for somebody else, or I'm messing that up.
No, I get it.
You get what I'm saying, right?
To each his own.
Yeah, to each his own.
Everybody's different.
Everyone's different, and it's not like cookie cutter type product services that we offer. So we cater our financial services to you to meet your needs.
Yep.
It's called personal finance.
Personal finance. That's why it's called personal finance.
Personal finance.
I get it. And then NBT Bank. I did not know NBT. I'm today years old when
National Bank and Trust.
National Bank and Trust.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Based out of Norwich, New York, which is about 5.5 hours from here. It's a lovely little town.
Have you been there?
I've been there. Yep.
How many times?
Once so far, but I have a planned trip coming up probably in another couple months. But it's a beautiful small town, Norwich, New York, and they give a lot of their new staff who come on board this book called The Culture Code, which is a great North Star for us. And in it, they talk about the proximity principles and being close to your team and the importance of that. And I speak on a lot of things in that book, which is I highly recommend. It's a great book.
Very cool. No, I think that's great. And you definitely you came in hot. I met you at that Excel Fitness. Next thing you know, you're on the cover of a magazine with your twin brother, looking good and sharply dressed. Then you get Young Professional of the Year. Now you're doing Dancing with the Stars.
Yes. So you're my competition there, huh?
Did you get the email today?
Yeah, I got the email today. Yep.
And who's your partner?
Someone called Mayor, the mayor of West Hartford.
Sherry Cantor?
Yeah.
Really?
Yes. I got
Mayor
the
Sherry
Mayor
Cantor.
Sherry.
You pulled the mayor. Well,
Yes.
she's episode 35.
35.
Go back and check out
I'll check that out.
Mayor Sherry
She's
Cantor.
great. We connected a couple times a few times at a few community events, and she's just been phenomenal. Very approachable, very sweet. Really cares about the community in the West Hartford. So she's awesome.
Oh, she's an amazing person.
Yeah, she's a very.
I can honestly say I love the mayor.
Yeah, that's great. That's great.
She came to the 100th podcast. I'm like, hey, everyone. Mayor Sherry Cantor's here. I'm like, hey, you want to say something on the mic? I go, how about you just do a cartwheel? She just does a cartwheel across the stage.
That's so great.
It was really cool. And she's like, all right, I'm out. I go, you don't want to talk on the mic?
Drop mic. Just drop the mic.
So we are talking about, I'm pulling it up right now. So if you don't know Tom Hickey, 2020 Media, the Jewish Ledger, the WeHa 2020 Media, the best of West Hartford, which Friends of Feeney won. in 22 and 23. So we're
Okay,
going for a
very
three-peat.
cool. Wow.
So please vote for us when that comes out, the best of. All right, so
Tom is definitely a personality. I love Tom. When he walks in the room, you see him from a mile away.
Yep.
His personality, his
Bright
voice,
shirt.
his shirts,
orange pants, maybe.
Yeah.
No, he's great.
No,
He's great.
He's great.
So we're doing it with Arthur Murray dance. Kelly, who's fantastic. Ronnie Newton's going to be doing a tease on September 9th. We're doing a celebration at Town Hall. So Ronnie Newton's in there. So here's the sponsor. So Ronnie Newton's dancing with Dennis House. That's a power couple right there. Ronnie's represented by Weehaw Cleaning. Dennis House is represented by Robin and Ravius at APK Charities. They're sponsoring for the veterans. Couple 2, Juniper Home Care, Juliet Rivera for Alzheimer's of Connecticut, and Eric Feeney from Friends of Feeney with Lions Auto. And we're doing this in memory of Guy Carducci. Guy owned AC Automotive.
Okay, yeah.
AC. So Aldo's brother Guy
Yeah.
unfortunately passed away.
Yeah, I heard that's
Guy was an
tragic.
amazing person.
Yeah.
So we're going to honor him. Couple 3, Victor Gonzalez, who's North Star Wealth Partners.
No, I'm not sure actually, and I actually have to talk to Tom about this.
Yeah, you're dancing for another financial.
Yeah, I know. That's why I got to talk to him about that.
Maybe we could trade partners. I'll dance with Sherry.
No,
Cantor.
no. See,
Trade. You
Yeah,
can
yeah.
have. You can
Who
have
you
a new
dancing with?
partner. Juliet Rivera
Juliet Rivera
from Juniper Home Care.
Okay.
I've yet to. I don't know much about
I know
her.
Juniper Home Care though. I know Juniper.
Yes.
Yes.
They have a
yes.
beautiful mural.
Yeah. Yeah.
They have Lapka Sherpka,
Mm-hmm.
there's a Netflix special about. She works at Whole Foods. She has the world record for climbing Mount Everest 11 times.
Wow.
6 months she lives in West Hartford. The other 6 months she climbs.
That's
Her
amazing.
kids went to Conard.
Yeah.
Amazing story. I highly recommend that podcast. I haven't seen it yet,
That's
but
great.
there's a mural of her. Javier Colon, he was on Guest 100. So that's what I know about Juniper.
That's great. That's great.
Sherry Cantor. And then Ja Jones. Come on. Ja's doing this.
Ja's doing it.
Ron Foley Foundation and
That's gonna
Donut
be-
Crazy.
Donut
Irene.
Crazy. Yes. Yes.
So who we got here? Sherry Cantor was 35. Ja Jones was 12.
12. He said he was one of the first.
Irene was 10.
Hmm.
So if you want to learn more about Irene at Donut Crazy, episode 10. Ja, episode 12 or
12.
13. 12. But that's going to be fun, yeah.
Yeah.
Arthur Murray dance. We're going to dance. We have to practice.
Yeah. We got to do like.
Now, what's your ballroom dancing background prior to this event?
Oh, I
you
won
look-
the special. I won the Olympics. Not Special Olympics. Oh my God.
I won the breaking. What about breaking? Can you pop and lock? Or boom, 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 boom. Open, close, hit the robot, pop it
No,
up.
no. Yeah, I won the gold medal in Olympics for ballroom dancing. That's how great
All right,
I
good.
am.
So
Yeah.
we get 8 lessons starting September 9th.
Yes.
And then when's the final day? All right, I can't
It's
wait.
gonna be tight. It's gonna be from September to November.
Let's do a friendly bet. Let's go. Who's gonna win? Me or you?
I'm gonna win, of course.
I'm putting money on this Juliet Rivera. I think she has moves.
She got moves. Yeah.
She's gonna carry me, hopefully, because I'm gonna be like,
Well, you're too tall for Mayor Cantor anyway.
True.
Yeah.
that would be.
yeah.
But I think I can get her up like Dirty
Oh,
Dancing.
Dirty Dancing, like.
Spinner. Like a figure skater.
Right. Oh, that's funny.
No, that'd be great. So I'm really excited. We're the VIP dancers. Oh, my goodness. So hopefully you're there. Jewish Ledger and West Hartford Magazine.
That's gonna be
We'll have
fun.
the
I
scoop.
mean, I gotta get what? You gotta get a tutu and some tights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I might start working out real heavy.
Yeah, I gotta do
so I
that.
can rip my shirt
Yeah.
off. Like they do in Dancing with the Stars.
That's that's the winning shot right there. That's
Record skips.
oh my God.
Lights go on. Party's over.
Right.
Everybody,
right.
time to go home.
Everyone's walking away.
Boo.
Yeah.
Feeney.
We could do a friendly bet. We could do
Yes.
a case of beer.
Deal.
Yeah, case of beer. Gotta shake on it. Case
Deal.
of beer.
Deal.
You gotta tell me what your favorite.
Favorite beverage.
Yes.
All right, speaking of which, we talked favorites. What's your favorite restaurant?
Oh, I can't say that. I can't say that on the air.
I know.
Oh,
Well, it doesn't have
that's
to be in
tough.
West Hartford. It can be anywhere in the world.
Ah,
Because there's a follow-up
I mean,
question.
come on, La Casuelas and
Let's go.
Waterbury. Come on,
La
La
Casuela.
Casuelas and
The
Waterbury.
bottom of Willow.
Yeah, bottom of Willow. Yep.
Oh, I love that
Awesome,
place.
awesome
That-
Spanish restaurant.
That's my top.
Yeah.
I mentioned it on the podcast
Yeah.
before. La Cazuela.
like as well as.
Got the potato balls, the
Mhm.
empanadas.
Oh my gosh.
Rice and
And they
beans,
treat you
half
like
chicken.
family when you walk. Yeah, the half chicken. Oh my
They
gosh.
Chop it up nice.
Every time, or depending, however you want to say it, it's the pulled pork.
Oh,
It's
yes.
really. Oof.
And then every time I'm like, come on, let me buy a shirt. I want to buy a polo. La Cazuela. Love it.
Every time I go home to our hometown is Waterbury, of course.
Waterbury.
Every time I go there, I have to stop by La Cazuela's and get something. Yeah.
No, yeah. You are the 8th guest from Waterbury on the
Ooh.
podcast.
That's awesome.
Tootie Zimmerman. Chief Vern Riddick, our chief of police
Yes,
in West Hartford.
yes, I know
Waterbury
him very
guy.
well. Great
Dylan
guy.
Locke, our most viewed episode, 58.
Wow.
Played music at the end.
Yeah.
Jamal Lawrence at Jamal's Barbershop, 63. Colleen Conway, Chris's wife,
Oh,
Colleen.
yeah.
She's from Waterbury.
Yes, I heard that.
She grew
yeah.
up down the street from you, Drackett Road at the bottom. If you go all the way down the big hill and you come out looking at Stop and Shop,
Yeah.
her house is right there on the corner.
Wow.
Mark Moriarty from First Tee, DJ Joey O, and then Victor Gonzalez.
And Victor Gonzalez from Waterbury, Connecticut.
The Berry.
Born and raised.
The Berry. So La Cazuela.
La Cazuela.
We can talk about Waterbury forever, but you're at La Cazuela. You can have 4 dinner guests, dead or alive. Who you eating with?
Wow, that's a toughie.
La Cazuela. You're at La Cazuela.
I'm at La Cazuela's.
Eating
Who are the
papes
4
y
dinners-
carnes.
Man, that's a hard question.
Family, friends,
Family, friend,
historian.
okay, I'll do that.
Athlete, authors.
I'll do my grandmother who passed away. I'll do her. Definitely a fan of La Cazuela and that culture. I will do a. Man, that's such a toughie. You should have told me this before. I would have got prepared.
Sorry.
Simon Sinek, the motivational speaker. He's author of a few really good books.
Simon
Sinek.
Simon Sinek's. All right.
Yeah.
That's new to me. I'll have to look him up.
Where's my phone? Oh, my phone is over there.
What?
So I'm thinking.
All right, Simon. I like
Yep.
it.
Maurice Mosley, Judge, the Honorable
Yep.
Maurice Mosley. He was my mentor in Waterbury. He became a judge and now retired from New Haven Courts, District Court, Superior
I know
Court.
Sean.
Yeah.
I'm good friends with Sean
Yeah.
Mosley.
Yep, Sean's
He
a good
teaches
guy.
at Wilby.
Yeah,
I went to
teaches
Wilby. I used
Yep.
to teach in Waterbury.
Yeah,
Sean
yeah.
is awesome.
Sean
Just got
is
his law
awesome.
degree.
Yep. He's great.
Future podcast guest. You
Yes.
connect me with Sean.
Sure,
Or,
yeah.
or Mr. Mosley. I would
Mr.
love.
Mosley, he's great. Yeah. He's awesome.
He's a legend. Waterbury legend.
He actually, honestly, when I was in high school, I was on a path for nowhere, and I started his program, Granville Academy. Shout out to Granville Academy in Waterbury, and they taught me how to tie a tie, how to dress up, how to speak to people, and just that engagement. And we did a college tour that changed my life, my whole outlook. I'm like, wow, I can actually do college. This actually looks fun. And it was through that Granville Academy program that Mosley was a part of.
No way.
Yeah, so that really.
It's a great story.
Yeah.
Mosley, sharp dresser, had the matching
Yes.
hats.
Oh yeah.
The
Oh
vests.
yeah. That's why I dress the way I do. I dress the way I
Come
do
on.
because of that.
You do have a little Mosley in you.
Yeah, I do. My
Sharp
colorful
dresser,
suits
very
and
colorful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Except for the hats, because I still have my hair. So.
Okay. Yeah, I went to school with Asia, Sean's Asa. That's Sean's wife.
Okay. Yeah.
Sean's a little older than me. But great person, great
Yeah,
family.
great
Mr.
family.
Mosley,
Yeah.
he's a legend. Hopefully, will he watch this? Will you send this to him?
Yeah, I'll send this to him. Yeah, definitely.
Mr. Mosley, I would love to have you be a guest on Feeney Talks with Friends.
Definitely send this
Always
to him.
looked up to him.
Yeah, he was a really good guy. Awesome. But
So
shout
you
out
got
to you,
two.
Honorable
Wait,
Mosley.
3. Motivational speaker, grandma, Mr. Mosley.
Yes. That's 3?
3.
My
Got
3.
one more.
Got one more. And Obama.
Nice.
Not to get too political, but just to pick his brain on certain things. But yeah.
Another well-dressed.
Yeah, another well dressed man.
Does he wear the tan suit? 'Cause that's
That's
controversial.
very controversial. Very controversial. That almost broke the internet.
So that's great. All right, you're at
Yeah.
La Casuela. Obama, Mosley, Grandma, Simon.
Simic.
Simic.
I got.
We'll look it up. Not
I'm probably
important.
saying his name probably terrible, but
We'll Google
I'll
it.
blame that on my dyslexia.
We'll. All right, another event. So, let's talk chamber events. You mentioned chamber events.
Yep,
So
yep.
you're new to West Hartford. As the branch manager of
Yep, yep.
NBT Bank, we're here with Victor Gonzalez. This is episode 115. Feeney Talks with Friends. Your chamber events. All right. What was your first one, your last one, your best one, and your worst one? It's a little game you can play with anything. First,
So,
last, best, worst.
I would do
Chamber.
my worst one first.
Okay.
So my very first chamber AM connection, I introduced myself, and I was brand new. The bank's been open for maybe 2 weeks. I walk in front of the audience of about 60 people there, and I'm introducing myself again as the new branch manager for NBT Bank. So I walk up, put my hands up, and I said, "Hey, everybody, my name is Victor Gonzalez. I'm the branch manager of," and I mentioned my old bank that I used to work for, and everyone in the room actually knew that I no longer worked for that bank, and everyone was like, "Oh, like, ooh, boy." So that was my humble experience of getting immersed in the chamber. But it was a good talking point, though. I learned from my mistakes.
That's
But
hilarious.
that was really funny. But everyone was such a good spirits about it. I'll probably get in trouble for mentioning that, but my bosses are probably watching this right now about that.
You left their name out, so.
I left the name out. Yes. And then
But was that your first or your worst?
that was
or is
my
that
first
both?
one. That was
Okay.
my first one.
First.
Worst one. But saying worse, it's difficult, yeah, because I get so much out of it. And every time I meet, I leave with one or two follow-ups, one or two networking, ideas, one or two, new relationships. So every single chamber event I've been through has always been very beneficial to me. And I guess what was the other?
It's first, last,
First, last.
best, worst.
The best one is yet to come because we have one coming up on. Can I plug?
Of course,
Yeah.
please
So
do.
we have the chief of
Is this
police.
an exclusive? An exclusive. Feeney Talks with Friends.
Exclusive. So the chief of police is actually coming to our branch on August 22nd for an after hours. So he's going to be speaking with us for the CEO series through the West Hartford Chamber. So he's going to
nice.
come down and he's going to talk about his leadership journey, which is awesome because I love the chief. He gave me so many different books to read, and in our conversation, I look to him as a mentor as well because every time we meet, he's always constantly learning, teaching me stuff, and giving me recommendations on what I should be reading next and what I should be looking for. So he's a really good resource and just picking his brain. So that's
Is that open to the public or open
that
to
is
West
open
Hartford Chambers
both.
members?
So people can go
What time of
register.
day?
It's going to be 5:30 to 7. 5:30 to 7, August 22nd, at my branch, which is at 68 South Main Street, and that's West Hartford, Connecticut.
And Chief Riddick,
Chief
From
Riddick,
Waterbury,
guest
Connecticut.
speaker. Waterbury,
episode 37, also had struggles in school.
Connecticut. Okay.
So maybe that's why, maybe he sees a little something in you that he sees in himself.
Oh,
or
I know
just-
his daughters actually went to school with with us, and my little sister was best friends with her.
No way.
With their twins. He has twin daughters.
He
Which
has twins too.
Yeah.
I have twins.
You have twins.
Yeah.
You have twins. That's awesome.
You're a twin.
I'm a twin.
He has twins. Who else has twins?
There's twins all over the place.
Twins are they're everywhere. Oh
Yeah.
no, I love Chief Riddick. He's definitely a role model. Yeah. So I'm
So
glad.
that'll
I'm
be
trying to
coming
make
out.
that August 22nd.
Yeah, August 22nd. I think it's a small fee to do it, but it's cheap. It's like $5 or something like that to register. But it's right on the chamber website. You could find
All
it
right.
on August 22nd. And then the best is yet to come. So that's that. And then what was the other one?
First and last.
I-
Well, last one you just went to. What was the most recent?
The last one I just went to an AM connection meeting a couple weeks ago. Not too long ago. Yeah.
Was Matt there?
No.
Was Marty there?
Marty was there, and I saw him in the arm brace.
That's right.
Yeah.
He just had shoulder surgery.
Yeah. Told him to stop breakdancing, but
Yep. I think Marty was
can't
episode
stop
11.
Marty from dancing.
He tried to break.
He
He popped and locked, all right.
Popped and
Popped
locked.
his shoulder right up.
Drop and lock.
No, again, Chamber, thank you so much for everything that you've done. I highly suggest if you're a business or trying to network or grow, definitely join the West Hartford Chamber of Commerce, led by two great people, wonderful guests. I have so many guests that were a part of it. Too many to name, actually. But
yeah.
West Hartford Chamber.
West Hartford Chamber, great organization. So that's my first, last, best.
It's a fun little game, so you can
Yeah.
play, baseball games. Your first one, your last one, your best one.
Yeah.
Your kiss, first one, last one, best one, worst one.
I told you I'm getting married, so I
dates.
can't talk about dates, can't talk about kiss. It's my wife. That's the best. My
She's
future
the best.
wife.
She's the
Yeah.
first,
First, my last, everything.
but definitely not my worst.
No. That's funny.
Take a little minute to shout out some upcoming events. We already talked about the golf tournament on September 14th. Please be there. Thank you again to all of our sponsors, King of Dangs, Lions Auto, School of Rock, NBT Bank. This Friday, we sold out. How many tickets did we sell?
Over 180.
Wow.
Over 180 tickets. We're holding the flag during the national anthem.
Yeah. I saw
You
that.
coming?
So I was going to bring my daughters, but it's my daughter's 6th birthday. So
Oh.
we're actually going to do something else, unfortunately. But I really wanted to go. We were aiming for it, but
Two things for your daughters to come to if you'd like. On August 25th, it's a Sunday. Free haircuts and stuffed backpacks
that's really
at
cool.
Parkville Market.
Yes, Marty did talk about that.
Oh, good.
At the chamber, yeah. AM
And this is
Connection.
another great event for your children. October 12th, 1 to 3:30 at the Elmwood Senior Center Makerspace. Your kids will love this.
Yes.
They build with cardboard and duct tape.
Awesome.
There could be engineers and working for NASA after this. As you can see, they build basketball games,
Oh, that's
pinball
great.
games.
That is great.
so
And they
much
come up
fun.
with their own ideas.
And the best part is the answer is always yes.
Yes.
Hey, can I build this? Yes.
Yes.
Can I use this? Yes.
That's
What if
awesome.
I did this, this, and this?
Yes.
Yes. Go for it.
I love that.
So it's a really good activity. I love to see all of our friends. Again, this is our 6th annual. This is the longest event we got going. I'm very proud of that one. We collaborate with Elmwood Makerspace. Another podcast guest. I'm shouting out all the podcast guests. That's episode 4. And while you're at it, please like and share our podcast. Are you subscribed to Feeney Talks with Friends podcast?
I am today.
We have over 300
Yeah.
subscribers. We just cracked the 300. We're
That's
like
awesome.
310 right now.
Yeah.
We were balancing at
Unbeaten.
like 278 for a long time.
Yeah.
We had a nice little push.
Push. I like that.
So please be a good friend out there. Subscribe to the podcast. And that's all thanks to Direct Line Media, Stefania, and Dave. Thank you so much. But get us to 400. That's our goal.
Awesome.
Awesome.
I'll be,
all right, now
I'll
back.
be 311.
All right. Make sure you follow. All right. Back to La Casuela in the Berry. Or before I go on, did I miss anything about the bank that you'd like to share?
Other than we're awesome, and just check us out and see if you want to see if it's a good fit for you. And if you're in between banks, if you're looking for something new, just come swing by the office. I can give you nice coffee. We have a massage chair, hot tub. I'm kidding. We don't have any of
Yeah,
that.
you said you were going to take me out for lunch, too.
Oh, no,
I
I
don't know
got to
what
take you out for
happened with
lunch. I got to take you out for lunch. It's funny because Avi, I promised him steak for the longest time,
Ooh.
and he finally took me up on that offer, and I took him out, and we
that.
actually
Where'd you go?
we went to what's this place? I'm gonna mess up
Fleming's?
the name.
Arugula? The French one?
Yes, the French one. What is it? Oh man, I'm gonna get
La Mazette.
La Mazet.
Mazette.
La Mazet. But
Good spot.
it's Kate's brother from the chamber, I believe. I could be messing this up. I could not, but I think he's runs
Involved?
it.
Oh,
He's
wow.
Yeah, I could be wrong.
Nice.
Forgive me, Kate, if I got my wrong information.
Good spot.
But really good
Avi,
spot.
An amazing person.
Yeah, awesome guy.
He's an inspiration. The
Mhm.
guy runs marathons,
Mhm.
triathlons, Ironmans,
I
and then
can't- I
he
can't
cares
keep
and gives
up.
back to the community.
Yeah.
He's episode 91. We ate hot wings.
Oh, you did
like
that.
hot, like the hot ones.
Yeah, yeah.
We ate the bomb. My face almost melted off. It was the hottest thing I've ever done.
Yeah.
I was eating napkins and drinking milk.
Oh my God. How long does it last? That's my main question. That's why I don't do
Oh,
it.
you
'cause they
feel it the
don't-
next day.
Yeah. See,
The next morning.
if it's a couple hours, I can probably manage. But if you're feeling it a day or two after, not.
And then if you don't thoroughly wash your hands,
Yeah.
like later that night, I like wiped my eyes. It started burning
No.
because it was on my
Yeah.
fingers.
Yeah, it's oil. It's like the oils. Yeah. That's
What's the hottest wing you have ever had?
mild at Buffalo Wild Wings. I don't do too hot. You know, I just do. I strict because I still want to taste it. You know, I don't want to burn my my taste buds off the face of the planet.
No,
you
Avi's
know.
great.
Yeah.
Jorge Castro, do you know him too? He was there.
This is like the second time someone has mentioned him.
Great guy.
I haven't met him.
You
I
should
haven't had
definitely
the
connect
pleasure.
with him.
There's a few people that I really want to meet. That the names get swung a lot, and our paths haven't crossed yet.
Who are a few more? Maybe I could connect you.
I'll find out. I'll
Chris
find
Clark,
out.
you connected with Chris,
Chris
Clark.
Clark, of course.
I
Yeah, I
hope.
can't.
Let's see, Chris
That
Clark.
man's-
Chris Clark, good guy.
Yep.
Um,
You know, it's really good about this community in itself, and speak about banking, is that a lot of our services kind of overlap one another, but it's so nice because we don't fight for customers at all. It's just a very open market, and then we connect on so many different levels, and it's just meeting people personally is just because you can learn a lot from
Yeah.
people.
Eric Bergen, you hook up with him
Yes,
yet?
Eric, of course.
He's
Eric,
great.
great guy.
Eric Bergen.
I actually took him out to Max Burger.
What?
I took him out
so
to
you
Max
brought
Burger.
him to La
I
Mizette
know.
and him to Max Burger, and I'm yet
I know
to go
you
anywhere?
Have yet to go anywhere. I got to
I'm
figure.
the better of the Eric.
I know.
You know, it was also great Eric from Amp Radio. Shout out to my guy Eric at Amp Radio.
Okay, he does the
gas station
the
commercials are back.
Yes.
I'm in one.
Oh, you are?
So go to we're in 13 gas stations in
That's
West Hartford.
awesome.
We're in Bloomfield, Hartford, Bristol. So go back and when you're pumping gas,
Yeah,
listen.
take a listen. Yep.
Hello, my
That's
name
great.
is Eric Feeney, founder and president of Friends of Feeney. Thank you, Eric. Amp Radio.
That's great.
There was one meeting that I went to chamber. I don't get to many because of teaching and working on Fridays.
I like that
But
word,
the-
teachering.
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 I didn't mean to say that. I was either going to be a teacher or I was teaching, but I did them both. There were like 5 Erics in the room.
Yeah.
Eric Bergen went, Eric from Amp Radio, Eric, and then this guy, I think he does drones. He was also an Eric.
Okay.
And I was like,
Does he do the drones that sometimes looks for people's animals? Like
he was in the chamber meeting. I don't know.
okay,
I don't know
okay.
what exactly
That was
the
really
drones
cool.
do, but
He
they were
presented some gentleman that I don't know if it's the same Eric, but
possibly.
he was like he uses it for looking at AC units, like doing a thermal.
Yeah. I think
imaging.
that's him.
Okay,
On
'cause-
top of the roofs.
Yeah, on top of the roofs and
Yeah,
stuff. That
yeah,
was
yeah.
really cool. That was a really good presentation. But
And then shout out Crown Market. We're right next door. Again, we're in Maximum Beverage. The almond cookies at Crown Market.
Awesome.
Oh,
fantastic.
shout out to
Fantastic
the
cookie.
Crown Market. You had one, right?
Yeah, I had one.
It's
That was my
like-
sugar rush.
It's soft. It's crunchy. It's got that. Crown Market.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Maximum Beverage. And Crown Market. Like, that's the best combo.
Yeah, right.
Best of both worlds. All right, we're going to get into Waterbury or being a twin. But if you, any questions for me? Recommendations?
No, just shoot. Let's go.
Anything more about? All right, give it your best chance. Or maybe I should. Let's say Andreas's last name. All right, or spell it. Can you spell it?
K
Yep.
A
Yep.
P
Yep.
E.
Yep. Okay.
That's what I got.
Stefania, I'm gonna spell something. I want you to say this name. All right.
Don't get me in trouble with Andreas.
KAPETANOPOULOS.
I don't even remember.
Wait, is that?
Andreas
Capitanopoulos.
Capitanopolis.
Capitanopolis. Yes, Greek. Great Greek name. Yeah.
Capitanopoulos. That's pretty good.
Capitanopoulos. Great leader, awesome guy, very laid back. His kids went to school in West Hartford.
Does he root for Giannis Antetokounmpo? Giannis Antetokounmpo plays for the Milwaukee Bucks. He's also from Greece.
Gotcha.
He's the Greek freak.
Greek freak.
So Antetokounmpo. All right, cool. NBT. All right, Waterbury. So, I went to Kingsbury School.
Yes.
I taught at Kingsbury School.
Yes.
Then I went to North End.
Yes.
Then I went to Wilby. Then I went to Southern.
Yes.
Now let's hear your academic path.
I went to Kingsbury. I went to North End, West Side, and I went to Kennedy High School.
Mm-hmm.
Played football for Wilby. My twin brother went to Wilby, and my little sister went to Wilby. I went to the Waterbury Arts Magnet School, and then I went to Southern. So we just followed each other.
We are family.
Wow. I'm just like a year behind you. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Maybe 1 year.
Yes, just
maybe
1 year.
like 10.
Yeah.
Here, let's split this last cookie. You want this last piece?
Yeah, please. I need some sugar.
Shout out to the almond
so
cookies.
Did you ever experience Miss Wise in Kingsbury?
Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh. So she was
Miss Wise.
Yeah, Miss Wise.
She
Terrifying.
taught for 40 years.
Oh my God. I never known of or never knew whatever
Rose
happened.
Wise.
I always wanted to look her up and
She was no joke. Super strict.
very
So,
strict.
I never had her as a kid, but I think my sister or brother had her. Super
Terrified
strict.
me. Terrified me.
I was scared of her as a kid. I went back to Kingsbury School as a teacher. I was still scared of her. I actually was an intern, so I went to Southern.
Yep.
Got a sociology degree.
Shout out to Southern, SCSU.
Fighting owls. Who?
What dorm room did you stay at?
Neff Hall.
That was at my dorm room.
No, stop.
I swear to God. Nasty Neff.
Nasty. I was a nephew G.
Yeah.
The nephew G's. Third floor,
Oh,
nephew G's.
That's so funny. Yeah, I was third floor too. That's great. Yeah, 313.
Wow.
313 was my.
I think it was 330.
Okay. That's so funny.
Trey Neff. Nephew G's. Wow.
Yeah.
But back to Rose Wise. So after Southern, I go to University of Bridgeport.
Mm-hmm.
They have a Waterbury campus. I move home. I'm calling around Mrs. Jarrell, my favorite teacher. We'll get into that, your favorite teacher. My favorite teacher was Mrs. Jarrell, 5th grade teacher at Kingsbury School. Helped me study with notes. I didn't like taking notes, and I struggled reading and organizing my thoughts. She gave me index cards.
Wow.
My behavior was kind of shot, so she would meet with my parents and my mom. I sat all by myself while people sat in groups of 4. And then that was 5th grade. Then she becomes the principal. So when I needed to internship and find a building to work in, I call Mrs. Jarrell. I'm like, Mrs. Jarrell, I know you're the principal now. I would love to come teach where I went to school. I get the internship. Mrs. Snyder's still there. Mrs. Wise is still there.
Wow.
And I was an intern. I had to hold the stop sign, bus sign in the morning in the freezing cold. I did like 2 lunch duties.
Yeah.
Then I did bus duty at the end of the day. I had all the awful, challenging jobs.
Yeah.
And then once I was like late, she'd call me intern. She knew my whole family. She knew me, intern. And she would always go, time, intern, time. And I'm like, sorry, Miss Wise, I'm getting there. Or I'd be talking to like a female teacher. She thought, we were like, I'm just talking.
Yeah,
she
right.
thought I'd like trying to get with
Talk
her.
to them,
She was
yeah.
like, intern, get away. Intern, get to work. Intern. And always being on time, and just kind of, I felt like she was riding me a little bit, but making me punctual, making me, the importance of being on time, being where you're supposed to be. And at the end of the year, she bought me a nice watch, a beautiful Fossil was cool back in the day.
Yeah.
It was like $150, $200 watch.
Wow.
So Miss Wise, shout out to Miss Wise, the most stern, strict.
Yeah.
Like her kids in 1st grade would sit like this,
You're right.
wouldn't move. I feel like they wrote
Right.
for years since I was a kid
Yeah.
until I was a teacher.
Yeah,
her kids were like this, but that some kids need. I think discipline is good.
Oh, yeah.
Being
Discipline
strict
definitely
has
good.
its
Yep.
pluses. an amazing person, but she lived in the same neighborhood as Kingsbury. I really want to know. I'm glad you brought her up because
Yeah,
I really
yeah.
was wondering where she is. And thank you, Rose Wise. You definitely. I still have that watch.
Yeah.
And I'm still very punctual. And when I'm punctual, I think of time. Intern. So thank you, Rose Wise. Did you
Yeah.
have her as a teacher?
I did, and my older sister actually got expelled from Kingsbury because she bit Miss Wise.
Oh boy.
Yeah, so my
Did Miss
yes.
Wise deserve it? No, I'm kidding.
No.
Totally kidding.
I'm sure. No, my sister was definitely my family in general were pretty handful growing up for sure. Yeah,
And then
there was just so many of us.
I knew your family. Your mother looks familiar. Your
Yeah.
cousins, your sister, because I worked at the 7-Eleven around the corner
Oh,
from
okay.
right across the street from Fulton Park.
Yeah.
In between our house and Kingsbury.
Okay.
And then let's not even talk about I lived on Myrna Avenue.
Yeah.
Literally could throw a rock to your backyard.
Correct,
There was
correct.
one house that separated our house.
Right.
You lived on Moran Street.
Moran Street.
But
Yeah.
it was a corner house. So it
Yeah,
was like,
yeah.
boom.
Mhm.
Like your cousins and my brother would cut through a backyard
Yeah,
to be there in the back.
to hang out and everything, which was cool.
Man.
And not to say anything bad about you guys, but you guys taught us our first swear words
Nice.
in the backyards, telling
Yep.
us, "Go ahead, swear." And I was scared, crying like, "No, I don't want to swear. My mom's gonna find out." And
Say
was just
it.
so funny.
Say it.
But
Which
just
one
be-
was it? S, B,
I
F?
don't know. I still can't
A?
swear because of just
No,
terrified.
not a big time swear. Dude, I remember once I got caught swearing. I was impressing my cousin, I don't know, making him laugh. But I was grabbing things like, look at this effing sponge, or look at this effing. I remember being in the backyard just picking up items.
Right.
Again, being young.
Yeah.
And my mom
And being in
overheard
Waterbury.
me. She was like, "Get in the house." I was like, "Oh, I'm sorry."
But did you get the soap treatment?
Yeah, like
My mom would do the hot
Christmas Story?
sauce. She'd do the
Oh,
hot
hot
sauce.
sauce.
Hot sauce was the big one. That's
That's
probably
probably
why I don't like the
That's why you don't like the hot
I
wings.
don't like the hot wings.
It's a callback.
Yeah.
No, it's hilarious. And it's like the memories.
Mm-hmm.
Like your brother or cousin could have remembered anything in the world. And
Right.
you could have remembered anything in the
Yeah,
world.
yeah.
And you remembered how we taught you swears.
Yeah.
Good old Feeney's. Swearing. My brother currently has the Waterbury Clock Tower.
No, really, I
Tattooed.
just tattoo. Oh my gosh, that's insane.
So shout out to the Waterbury Clock Tower.
Yeah. And then I could tell my story about my
Yeah.
brother. I told my brother I was meeting you, Eric Feeney. He was like one of the memories he has of you was you picked your nose and picked out the biggest booger he's ever seen, and he flucked it to the ceiling, and he just let it sit there, and you called them both in. He was like, "You guys want to see something cool?" And you showed it. You were so impressed by this thing, and you flucked it, and it still stayed, and he stayed up there for X amount of time, and I don't know how long it was up there.
I don't know if I'm embarrassed or proud.
Right.
Oh, that's
What is
so
it?
funny. Just
But
like
to your point,
childhood.
yeah, you'll be surprised what you remember and what others remember, because you probably don't remember a lot of your. And I have this experience. People come up to me and they say, "Oh, hey, Victor, I remember when we were kids. You did blah blah blah," and I'm just like, I don't even remember any of that. What? I did
Yeah.
that? I mean, it sounded like how I was.
Now, was that Jose who said that?
No, like
Or
I'll
Joe?
have.
Which one had? flipped the
Jose, my
booger?
older brother, Jose. Yeah, he told me that story. Jesus, that's funny.
So how old is he? Is he 35?
No, he's
38?
2 years older than me, and I'm 36. Yeah, 38.
Okay, so
38,
my brother's
39.
38.
Yeah, 38, 39. He just had a
So
birthday.
I'm
I should know
7 years.
this.
I was 5 years older than my sister.
Yeah,
7 years older than my brother.
yeah.
And what grade do you think he was in? Or what grade?
Definitely the Moran Street years.
That is the
for
most
sure.
embarrassing thing.
Yeah.
Usually this is a family podcast.
Yes.
We're talking about, but being good in friends,
Yeah.
being good in the community. And we're talking about flicking boogers. Thank you, Victor.
I
Thank you,
appreciate it.
Waterbury.
Yeah. Thank you,
Thank
Waterbury.
you, Jose. Oh, it's so funny.
Oh,
I'm
man.
going to tell my brother that later.
So you know John Stinkus?
John
Katie
Stinkus.
Stinkus? think is.
Yeah, who's that? Where are they from?
They
Sounds
were
familiar.
like best friends with my brother growing up. They were like inseparable.
Did they grow up behind 7-Eleven? Like
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, they did.
Yeah.
Yep.
I could put the name and the place. I don't.
Yeah. He
Again,
was
I was
always
7 years older than these guys.
Yeah,
So.
yeah. They always did the video production with Mr. Seraphin.
Okay.
Yeah, you know Mr.
Yeah.
Seraphin, and they would, and Mr. Seraphin. Shout out to Mr. Seraphin. They would, he loved them because they
Yep.
would just come up with the craziest videos. To the point when I went through my video production class in high school, he would actually show my brother's videos, and I was like, "That's my brother. That's my brother and his crazy friends." And they were doing these crazy videos before they had any of the technology or the way it was when,
Yeah.
when I became
Oh, yeah.
high school.
Dylan Locke, Waterbury guy. Episode 58. His favorite teacher was Mr. Seraphin.
Yes, great guy.
And
Great guy. Seraphin.
Graphics. He did our yearbook.
Yeah.
Mr. Chesky, was he there for? Were you there for Mr. Chesky? I remember I did a video,
Yeah.
like a "Say No to Drugs" video. And for some reason, they pushed me out of the chair. They fake beat me up, and they took my sneakers. And Mr. Chesky, for 20 years after that, would always say, "Hey, I still show that video." I'm like, "Thanks, Mr. Chesky." So for 20 years of kids going through Wilby, they know me as the kid that got pushed out of the chair, fake beat up, and sneakers stolen.
Yeah.
But
I had one video that we did, and it was like a 3-hour movie we made. It was insane. And they kept editing it, and we finally got it down to like 45 minutes or something. But it was still pretty long. And we were doing Trading Places, and I was going into one of my classmates' house, and he was going into my house, and it was the funniest, stupidest video.
Chappelle did that.
Yeah,
Chappelle did
yeah,
Trading Places.
Yeah.
Did you trade places with? Do you remember? name?
Yeah, it was oh my god, his name is leaving me right now. Shoot, but good friend of mine. Oh my god. But yeah, my mom was like screaming at this kid, and he was so scared in the video. He was like, "What the heck?" He was like, just because my mom was just full-fledged, 100% just screaming at him like, "Bah, bah, 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 bah." He was just so scared. I was like, "See, dude, that's what I grew up with, man."
That's great.
Yeah,
That's funny.
Great. That's great.
Speaking of all this, I named my favorite teacher Mrs. Jarrell. Do you have a favorite teacher?
I would say Mr. Post, who was my theater teacher, he was very inspirational, very low key, very out there. Would tell you he was the type of teacher that would tell you things that you should not be told. As you know what I mean? It was that kind of relationship. He always called me his son, but it wasn't like it was inappropriate. But he'll tell you the truth. And then of course Maurice Mosley, the Honorable Maurice Mosley, he wasn't a teacher by trade, but definitely a teacher in heart. He, again, put me on the right track, and I was going nowhere fast, and I did not think about, college until I met this gentleman. And again, shout out to Granville Academy in Waterbury.
Does that still exist, Granville Academy?
Yeah, I believe it does still
Which
exist.
street was that on?
So it got moved a few times.
That might have been past my time.
It was on when I was attending it was at and I know they since, because I believe the school got sold, but it was by Kennedy High School. What's that school? It was kind of like
Tinker?
Not Tinker. It was a private school.
Oh, St. Mary, St. Margaret's Maternin? Ooh, or St. Peter and Paul's, or
By Kennedy, like right around the corner from Kennedy. I'm really
Chase.
Chase.
Is it Chase?
Yeah, I
the
believe
Chase
it was
Park
Chase.
House?
Chase Parkway. Yeah, Parkway.
way.
Yeah, Chase Parkway. We would meet there. I think like every Wednesday night or anything.
Oh, it wasn't a Monday through Friday school. It was like an
it was like an after-school program.
Yeah, it was Chase Park.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
yep.
Chase Park. It was a great after-school program, and again, we had to dress up, we had to wear ties, and actually started my own little nonprofit. And I was going to ask you too if you have any connections, because I teach young kids how to tie ties.
Yep.
So I don't get profits. I don't get nothing but tie donations from people, and I give them back to students. I teach them how to tie ties. And
No, I love that. And I looked that up, and let's talk about that. Next time we have a can drive or some sort of an event, we would love to do a tie drive.
Yeah, that'd
for
be
you.
awesome.
What's the name of your nonprofit?
Ties That Tie.
Ties That Tie.
And it's on Instagram. You can find me. And I most recently I've done my old high school at Waterbury Arts Magnet School. I did
Nice.
an event. That was my last event. But since the pandemic, I did more events prior to the pandemic. Once the pandemic hit, it was like almost like 2 or 3 years of nothing because obviously you don't want to be
Yeah, there is something about
teaching
wearing
someone
a tie.
Yeah, it is something.
You feel good, look good, and you act appropriate. Like
yeah.
you're not going to run around and be a knucklehead.
Right, right.
Most likely not. I would hate to speak. There are some
Right,
people.
right.
My first guest ever, Matt Dix, 5th grade teacher, he is such anti wearing ties.
Oh, really? Okay.
He wears like T-shirts to school. He's a unique take on the world, and he's
Yep,
very
yep.
opinionated. And I'm always like, he calls it a tied around dish rag where you wipe your face. I guess that's where it started. He claims that's where it started. You tied it to wipe your face. It's always like you had a napkin.
Right, right.
I don't know
Well,
if
what
it's
was
true
the
or not.
pocket square for it?
Right?
Yeah.
But I do like wearing ties
Yep.
and looking sharp, like
And
Mr.
looking
Mosley.
sharp, and it built your confidence, especially as a young kid. And you see when you, it's almost like when I felt when I wore a tie, I always felt like I was putting on a superhero cape, and I still say this to this day. I always dress for the job I want, not for the job I had. And when I started out in banking, I was wearing the 3-piece suit, and I even had people come into the bank asking, "Are you the branch manager?" And I was like, "No, not yet." But I'm going to be there.
Oh, nice.
So, I mean, just that whole feel of just feeling good, being good, and then doing good in the community.
Yeah, no, I like it. So ties at tie. I'll share a link. Maybe in your title, if I were to write, "Hey, Victor Gonzalez, branch manager, NBT, and also co-founder of Ties at Ties."
Founder.
Or founder, excuse me.
Yeah, founder. Yeah, yeah.
Maybe I'll put that in the title.
Yep.
I think that's an amazing thing. Yeah, I like that.
Yep.
Love to collaborate more on that.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. And I would love to. Honestly, my goal would be actually going into Connor or a hall, and meeting someone in those type settings. Say, hey, can I throw a tie event for the kids? See.
I know my closet is stacked with ties, and
And
I
I
swear I
love
wear
you,
the
Vic.
same 3.
I
I
honestly,
have 100 ties.
everyone I talk to about this, they say the same thing. Even Chris Conway, when I talked to him, he said the same thing. I have 100 ties. I talked to, I even talked to
Chris
yeah,
Clark.
everyone. They're just like, I have like 100 ties. I
Matt
don't
Banover,
use.
you connect with him? He's Bard's Clothing.
Yes, yes.
into-
I haven't connected with them, but
Deswani
yes,
would be a good one.
Yep, yep.
JT Gamo would
Yeah,
be a good
I
one.
know there's plenty
Joe
of
Gamo's
people,
awesome.
a lot of attorneys in town that I can reach out to that probably.
I did it for the first time. School pictures every
Yep.
year. I wore the same shirt and tie 2 years in a row and didn't mean it. I got the picture and I'm like, oh, no.
But now you got to keep it going, 'cause
Right? There was
you see your age.
Did you ever see that picture? There's a meme out there where a gym teacher, older gentleman,
Yeah.
40 years in a row,
Wow.
wore the same tie
ties,
and sweater.
yeah.
I'm like, man, if I only
Yeah.
did that 20 years ago.
That'd be a nice little, yeah.
Tell us about your lapel pin. How's that? Or both lapel pins?
Well, this one's from the Rotary because I'm on the board now, and I just never took it off today because I had a board meeting. But this one's Friends of Feeney,
Nice.
cord lapel pin.
Nice.
Got to represent you guys because you do such great work again in the community.
I want to thank the Rotary as a 3rd grade teacher. Every 3rd grader in West Hartford receives a dictionary from the Rotary Club.
Right,
So
right. That's a
thank you
great
so
program
much.
that they do.
It's stamped on the front. The kids write their name on it.
Right.
We do a little scavenger hunt with the dictionaries.
Yep.
It's so thank you for the Rotarians. Right?
Rotarians. Yep.
And thank you Deswani, MJ down at Deswani made those lapel pins for
Oh,
us
really?
free of charge.
Oh,
Just did it
wow.
out of the goodness of his heart.
That's awesome.
Thank you Deswani. Deswani also did something around Father's Day.
This is a good quality too.
Nice,
It's really
right?
what
Solid.
solid. It's heavy.
If you donated $50 to Friends of Feeney, you got 20% off in the store.
Wow.
Raised $500.
Wow.
So thank you
That's
again,
great.
MJ.
That's great.
Great person, good friend. He asked me to golf every once in a while. I've yet to golf with him. Hopefully he's going to come to our September 14th event.
I got to do more golf and more fishing next year.
Yeah.
That's my goal.
1 minute, so I know the MJ shout out.
108.
108. We usually shoot for 40 minutes with Feeney,
Yeah.
50 minutes with Feeney. You're at 1 hour and 8 minutes.
Wow. I can keep talking. It's the Waterbury thing.
Waterbury.
The relationship.
So, let's talk about, you know what this shirt's from? FOF. It's
I
a
mean-
play on something else. When Hulk Hogan joined the NWO
Oh,
in 1996,
yes. And Yeah.
Razor Ramon, Skal Hall.
Yep.
So
You
it's
know
our new
who the
swag.
guinea pigs for wrestling back in the day was? My brother and me and my sister
Yeah.
and my younger cousins, because my brothers would
I
just.
think Jose wrestled with my brother in my backyard.
yeah, I'm
and
sure.
I beat them up on camera. I had a camcorder.
they
This is
recorded it too.
hilarious. Yeah.
They recorded all the
Him,
wrestling
Victor,
fights.
the neighbor.
Yeah.
I remember Jose.
Yeah.
I had a Freddy, a Jason mask. I painted it. I wore my army boots, no shirt. I had a wrestling name, the
Oh
Masochist.
my god.
I came out. I power bombed them all.
Yeah,
through the,
power bomb. They would just practice
and
power
they had
bomb.
boxes and like some sort of garbage cans that would like not rubber garbage cans.
Right,
And I would
right.
just beat them all up. And I
Right.
have this video.
Yeah.
I think Jose was in there.
I'm sure it was because
That's funny.
they were like this is before the show Jackass.
Yes.
Before Jackass came out, and as soon as that show came out, my brothers and his friends were like, "Yo, we should have done that."
We were doing this 2
Yeah,
years
we
ago.
were doing it. Yeah, right.
They just beat us
But
first
they
and
did-
put it mainstream.
Right.
No, I did that too.
Oh my god.
What else did
Yeah,
my college roommate snowboarded down some stairs
Yeah.
before Jackass. Maybe I won't share all the Jackass stuff we did, but great TV show.
Yeah,
Johnny
great.
Knoxville,
Yeah,
Steve-O.
Mm.
But that's so funny. Jose, I
Yeah.
definitely beat up Jose and wrestled him. Choke slammed him. Power bombed him. Jose,
I
I'm
wonder
coming
if that,
for you.
that video is still out
I
there.
wish. I think I have these little cassettes that you put
Okay.
into the bigger cassette and you have to put them in the VCR.
Yeah, I remember those.
That's funny.
God, you
Yeah,
gotta
so
look-
1996, Hulk Hogan
Yeah.
was the All-American.
Yep.
Eat your vitamins, say your prayers, and then in 96 he went bad.
Mm.
He turned on us.
Hmm.
So this is an NWO shirt. This is our
NWO,
newest
yeah,
swag.
yeah.
Also this hat, branded bills.
I like that.
This is nice, stretchy.
I like that.
Good quality, stretchy, cooling, like nice sweat proof. I don't want to mess up my comb over, but $40 if you're interested. Branded bills. So we got lapel pins. Those are going for 10. Shirts are going for 20.
This is good. This is good quality right here.
Good quality. Branded bills.
That's nice. Where do you get it? On your website?
Yep. We're going to put it on the website. And I would like to thank David Sheeg. You know David Sheeg? He is a graphic designer. He's in the
Okay.
chamber.
Okay.
And so he made this new logo.
You know, I'm so better at faces than I
Mhm.
am with names, just because it's just people's faces stick with me and then what they do. Yeah.
So I just sent Sheeg one of these in the mail, so you should be getting it soon. But he helped us design. He went back and forth talking with Matt Heller. Matt Heller's a big Branded Bills fan.
Yeah.
His hat right there is Branded Bills.
Yeah, sir.
So he's like, hey, we got to get one. I got a big kickball head, so let's see. I'll wear it for the rest of the show. But it fits all right.
yeah,
right?
yeah. It's good. Yeah.
Nice. How do I look? Thumbs up. It's official. So we did some swag. Check out the hats, the lapel pins. We're here with our branch manager, NBT Bank. We're going to get him golfing.
Yes, sir.
September
Yes.
14th, you'll be golfing. Thank you again for the exclusive hole.
Yeah, yeah.
Congratulations on
Which one,
everything.
which hole is ours? Did you figure that out?
What
or-
number?
18.
All right. You got it. You got it. The exclusive
That's
hole.
the-
So because you're an exclusive hole, you can set up a table, hand out swag.
Okay.
If you want to just hang out and have beverages,
Yeah.
bring a tent, bring some chairs. It's your hole. Whatever you want to do.
We just can't be in it, right? We just can't.
You could want to be on the hole.
Yeah, you can't be
You
in
could
the
turn it into mini golf and run back and forth.
I got to put that down because I definitely have to bring out my team to come out and set something up because again I'm gonna be working. So the further the hole is, the better it is for me because I'm gonna be working till 12 that day. What time do you guys usually wrap up?
Well, so the way it works, and everybody starts out a hole and
Oh,
it
okay.
just rotates, so it doesn't really matter which one.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, all the golfers, there'll be 2 starting at
Right,
hole
right.
1, 2 starting at hole 2.
Okay.
And everyone just kind of transitions
Gotcha,
around
gotcha.
together.
That's awesome.
How's September 14th look for you? What else you got on that day?
I just have my I have someone out on PTO that day, and so I'm working till 12
So our golf event starts at 9.
at 9.
Yeah,
So
we'll
I'll be
have you
like-
set up and
I'll be
ready.
like-
You'll be perfect. We'll be done by. Dude, golf is 5 hours.
yeah.
We golfed the other day at a Spud tournament
Yep.
at Tunxus. It was 6 hours and 15 minutes.
Wow.
And then you stay for the dinner.
Yeah.
It's a long day.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you have young children.
Yeah.
So but the best part is now I bring my daughter. So it's like I'm not away from the fam. I'm with the fam.
Right.
So,
That's what I do when I do community events. I mean, celebrate West Hartford. Pride, West Hartford. We were there. I was out there with my daughters, and they love it. They love networking, and I'm just kind of building them up.
yeah, super cute.
Yes.
They were on. I don't know if they made the cut for 102. Frank the Tank at Parkville
Yeah,
Market. You sang
They
Frozen.
sang Frozen very lovely.
I loved it.
the
It was
best
great.
the best they can.
They
It
were
was
so
great.
excited to get the mic singing
Yeah.
for everyone.
Yeah, that was so cute. That was
Let
cute.
it go.
Yeah.
Let it go. Can't hold it back
Yeah,
anymore.
that was fun. That was a lot of fun.
What are your daughters' names?
Layla and Leilani. Layla's turning 6 on Friday, actually, August 16th.
Nice.
And then Leilani just turned 4 about 3 weeks ago.
Well, happy
July.
birthday, Layla. You're a beautiful singer. Come to our next event. We hope to see you at the Makerspace event.
Right. Yeah.
October 12th.
We support Makerspace too. They're a great organization. I love Makerspace.
Yep.
They're great. Have you ever toured their facility?
Oh, CT Makerspace
Yeah,
in
yeah.
Hartford?
Yeah.
No, we got to reach out to them. They should definitely collaborate with us. That's
Yeah.
the adult version.
Okay. Yeah.
But that's
yes.
a great spot. I've
Man.
heard wonderful things. Actually, we tried to collaborate a couple of events ago. You just reminded me to follow up with
Yeah.
them again.
Because that's a really their whole facility is insane.
They break like computers and put them back together and stuff.
Even sculptures and the metal work down in their basement is just really unparalleled. They do great work. We had even seen a couple outfits for like almost like cosplay outfits that that the students made.
They do
it's
those
really,
too?
yeah, it's really cool. Well, they do anything really, but they teach them, which is
And I know, switching it up, you're getting married at Warehouse 365.
365. Yep, in June.
I
next
think they
June.
just had a wrestling event there.
I heard that.
Right?
I heard that. Which I was like, I wish I heard about this sooner because I would have loved to have seen
Yeah.
it.
I've never been. I want to go.
Yeah, it's a really beautiful space.
And I heard the people that own it are great.
Yep. Shout out to Camille.
Camille,
Hudson.
come on the podcast.
Yes, Camille. Shout out to Camille. But I'm keeping my wedding local, everything, even the vendors that I'm using.
Well, listen, if you
We're
need a
gonna-
best man, I'm free June
got you.
30th. We got the same academic path.
Yeah.
We were
For sure.
practically neighbors.
Yeah.
We're both from the Berry.
Yeah.
I could say, here we have Victor, this lovely human being. Even though I flicked the booger, and he loved.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny.
All right. No. Any closing remarks, sir? Because we're getting up to the point. Closing remarks, recommendations, questions.
No, I mean, closing remarks. Thank you for having me. I mean, I really appreciate this honor, and I enjoy watching you and watching you grow and your organization grow. I love being an ally, and to all the small businesses and nonprofits out there, give us a shot, give us a chance. Just come meet, sit down with us, and let's go over your full financial outlook of what you want to accomplish. And again, I'm the type of person that's going to be genuine and care about your business because I genuinely do want to know about you, know about your business, and what keeps you up at night, and what your dreams are and aspirations, what your outlook for the future looks like. So, and again, thank you, Eric. You're a pleasure to the community. You're a pillar of the community, I should say.
Thank you.
But-
No, it was wonderful talking with you. It's a long time coming. I'm so
Yeah.
honored to sit down with you.
And I got to feed you now.
Yep,
I got to
take
feed
me
you.
out.
I got to take you
me
out.
You're a good friend, and thank you again for your continued support.
Yes.
Contributions mean a lot to us. We're a community-based grassroots organization, all volunteers. So you give that $1,000 to someone else, it's not that big of a deal. But our organization, it means the world. So thank you.
Right.
Please check out www.friendsoffeeney.com to learn how to support, volunteer, or donate. We're always looking for friends to partner on fun fundraisers or engaging events. But again, you're great, and I'm so happy to talk with you. This was episode 115. Victor Gonzalez, branch manager, NBT Bank. And on 3, we'll say, be a good friend.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Be a good friend.